Hello and welcome to Justeventonline News at 9. I am Rukayat. The first news headline. Buhari signs Electoral Act Amendment Bill 2021. Stakeholders back NYSC Youth Entrepreneurship Trust Fund bills. MTN Mafia pays $273.6 million each for 5G license, says NCC. EFCC charges Nigerians to collaborate with anti-corruption agencies. Atiku reacts as Buhari signs Electoral Bill, says INEC should roll out election guidelines. NECO releases SSCE examination external results. Court declares Evans two others guilty of kidnapping. COVID-19 has recorded 34 new infections in 3 states. On entertainment news, old Marlian music boss Naira Marley accountable if I die, singer Mohbad stated this. And on sport, Ukraine UEFA strip Champions League finals hosting rights from Russia. Now the news in details. President Muhammad Buhari has signed the Electoral Act Amendment Bill 2021 into law. The signing ceremony held at the Council Chairman of the Presidential Complex. It was witnessed by Vice President Yemi Osibajo, Senate President Ahmed Lawan, and Speaker Femi Gbajabiamila, among other dignitaries. On January 31, 2022, the National Assembly transmitted the Revoked Amendment Bill to President for assent. Buhari consequently forwarded it to the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami San, for legal advice. The House of Representatives Committee on Youth Development on Thursday held a public hearing on the National Youth Service Corps Trust Fund Establishment Bill and its Youth Entrepreneurship Development Trust Fund Bill, where stakeholders called for better welfare for young Nigerians. Members of the House, Mr. Samuel Akinfolari and Farah Dagogo sponsored the bill respectively. The Director General of the NYSC, Major General Shoaibu Ibrahim, in his presentation said the trust fund, when established, will engage and empower corps members at the end of the service by making them self-reliant. Ibrahim noted that the NYSC members are willing to put in their best once supported, urging Nigerians to support the bill. Also, former Governor of Edo State, Osaime Oshobo, declared support for the passage of the bill by the National Assembly. Provisional winners of the 3.5 GHz spectrum license, MTN Communication Nigeria PLC and Mafab Communication Limited, have made full payment of $273.6 million each for the 5G spectrum license to the Nigerian Communication Commission. The Executive Vice Chairman of the Nigerian Communication Commission, Umar Dantaja, confirmed the payment Thursday just as the deadline set for the two winner of the spectrum auction elapsed. For meeting the payment deadline, Mr. Abdan Bata also commended the two companies for their commitment to 5G deployment drive through their private investment, which is said was a demonstration of the license's belief in the sound regulatory environment in the Nigerian telecommunication sector. The Economic and Financial Crime Commission on Thursday urged Nigerians to collaborate with anti-corruption agencies in the country to achieve success in the fight against corruption. EFCC Chairman Abdulrashid Bawa gave the charge during a regional conference organized by the Social Action Group, an NGO in Port Harcourt. Bawa, who was represented by the Head of Public Affairs Unit, EFCC Port Harcourt Zonal Office, described the theme of the conference beyond forensic audit, repositioned the NDDC for inclusive and effective service delivery as apt. He urged Nigerians to pay attention to things happening in their immediate environment to enable them identify their problems and find solutions to them. The EFCC boss stressed that the Commission was suddenly on ground and ready to carry out its duties once they got genuine information from the public. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has told the Independent National Electoral Commission to roll out the 2023 election guidelines without further delay. Atiku said this following the President Muhammad Buhari signing of the new Electoral Bill on Friday. According to him, the electoral umpire needs to roll out the guidelines so that political parties and Nigerians could commence preparation for the 2023 general elections. Atiku, who was a candidate of the People's Democratic Party in 2019, is said to be interested in the 2023 race. The National Examination Council yesterday in Mina, Niger State, released the senior school certificate result for external candidates, which was conducted between November and December 2021, during which it also asked for supervisors. However, 4 supervisors were asked for poor supervision. Registrar and Chief Executive Officer of the organization, Professor Dantani Ibrahim Busisi, who announced the release of the results, said blacklisted supervisors are 1 from Niger and Borno State and the remaining 2 are from Delta State, adding that the action was taken as part of steps to tackle malpractices. Busisi disclosed that of the 47,916 candidates that registered for the examination, 45,821 sat for English language, with 36,116 of them recording credit and above in the subject. According to the registrar, 29,342 candidates recorded 5 credit passes and above in English and mathematics, while 37,991 candidates got 5 credits and above irrespective of English language and mathematics. Busisi said there is a decline in the number of candidates booked for various forms of malpractice, with 4,454 cases recorded as against the 6,465 in 2020. A Lagos High Court sitting in Ikeja, presided over by Justice Akeem Oshodi, has declared Chukwudimeme Uwamadike alias Evans and 2 others guilty of kidnapping. It was reported that the premises of Ikeja High Court in Lagos was under tight security, as Justice Oshodi was currently delivering judgment in the conspiracy and kidnap charges brought against Evans and 5 others. Justice Oshodi on Friday found Evans and 2 others guilty of kidnapping the managing director of Maidon Pharmaceutical Limited, Donatus Junu, on February 14, 2017, and collecting 223,000 Naira euros. Justice Oshodi on Friday found Evans and 2 others guilty of kidnapping the managing director of Maidon Pharmaceuticals Limited, Donatus Junu, on February 14, 2017, and collecting 223,000 euros as ransom from the family. 5 persons were arraigned along with Evans, but the court found only 2 of the defendants guilty. They are Evans, Amadi, and Owuchukwu and Inwachukwu, while the defendants are currently awaiting sentencing for the offense, which carries a maximum of life imprisonment. On Thursday, Nigeria recorded 34 additional infections across 3 states of the Federation, raising the infection toll to 254,428 cases. The latest statistics released by the Nigerian Center for Disease Control on Friday morning revealed that the country's death toll still stands at 3,142 as no fatality was recorded on Thursday. The Disease Control Center noted that 248,850 people have been treated and discharged nationwide, adding that Lagos State reported 17,984 community discharged on Thursday as backlogs from December till date. The breakdown of the NCDC data shows that Rivers State in the south saw top the infection chart with 15 cases, followed by Lagos State with 14 new infection, while Abia reported 5 cases to came last on the log. On entertainment news, Marlian music artist Ilerioluwa Oladimeji aka Mohbad has raised the alarm over attempts on his life by suspected members of the Marlian group. He said should anything untoward happen to him, Naira Marley and crew members should be held responsible. The singer raised the alarm on his Instagram video hours after his release from the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency custody. In the Instagram video obtained by Justeventonline, the singer, speaking in his local dialect, Yoruba, mixed with English, said the NDLEA arrested him with Zinolevsky and others, but he was released. He further said when he returned, members of the Marlian music tried to arm him. Last on the news is sport. The Union of European Football Association on Friday stripped the 2021-2022 UEFA Men's Champions League final hosting rights from Russia. This was after the extraordinary meeting of the UEFA Executive Committee held in reaction to the escalation of the security situation in Europe, which has Russia invading Ukraine. The final, earlier scheduled for St. Petersburg, will now play as Stade de France in UEFA said in a statement on its website. We have come to the end of the news at 9 on Justeventonline TV. But before we go, here's a recap of the story. Buhari signs Electoral Act Amendment Bill 2021. Stakeholders back NYSC Youth Entrepreneurship Trust Fund bills. MTN Mafa paid $273.6 million each for 5G licenses. NCC. EFCC charges Nigerians to collaborate with anti-corruption agencies. Atiku reacts as Buhari signs Electoral Bill, says INEC should roll out election guidelines. NECO releases SSCE examination external results. Court declares Evans two others guilty of kidnapping. COVID-19 Nigerian record 34 new infections in 3 states. On entertainment news, old Marlian music boss Naira Marley accountable by die. Singer Mohbad stated he and on sport Ukraine UEFA Strip Champions League final hosting rights from Russia. Thank you for watching Justeventonline News. Spend some time this weekend on home improvement. Improve your attitude towards your family. Visit www.justeventonline.com and follow us for more updates on our social media platforms with #at Justeventonline. In case you have anything to report from your community, send us an email at justeventonline@gmail.com or contact the direct newsroom on 081668411756. I am Rukayat Sheet. So good night. Have a lovely weekend.